Hello YouTube world, my name is Nicholas Montez and you're watching my YouTube channel, The Teenage Movie Critic, and welcome back to my YouTube channel everybody. I'm so excited to have you all back together again. Also, happy Martin Luther King Day everybody, and today we're going to be reviewing a Martin Luther King film called Selma. This is a film that came out back in 2014, which I believe is the actual biopic of Martin Luther King, and it's actually very good, so let's go ahead and start talking about it. So, like I just said, this movie is really, really good, and I would say it's actually one of the best movies that I've watched in quite a while. I mean, I've been watching movies pretty much all week, which are Godzilla films, and I feel like I have lost so much brain cells, but this movie, I feel like was a return back for movies for me, as basically, it is the simple premise of the march and Martin Luther King trying to do this march to get segregation to end. And I think what this movie does so well is just to show the reality of what it was like before segregation, ended. And really when it comes to the performances, like the guy that plays Martin Luther King, you just see Martin Luther King. You don't see this other guy. And then all the other performances of the other people in here, like, they're great. Even they casted a lot of white guys in here, like Tim Roth, as well as, like, the guy that played Dr. Connors in Spider-Man 2. I forgot some other people, but... Oh, even the guy that was the creepy old dad from Ted. Like, he was in it here, too. And he's a much different character than what he was in the Ted films. So I'm like... This is a really good movie. Like, I'm really loving this because it's just showing the reality of how it was. And so, yeah, that's my thoughts on it. And I actually, one more thing I'll talk about with good, and I think part of what makes the reality interesting is it shows the reality as something kind of terrifying. That scene when all the black people are walking through the street, and you just have all these white cops all running to the black people and just beating them with their little sticks, and so these people have to come into the restaurant and try to hide and act like they're they were just in here ordering food, but the guys catch them and one of them gets killed, and it's like, that's a terrifying reality of what it was like back then. And thank God it's not like that anymore, but just to show the terrifyingness of that is crazy, and the way that the person did that, just showing the reality of it, was terrifying. I can't say it's great, but it's terrifyingly great, in a sort of sense. Now we'll move on to the back. And when it comes to the bat, I don't have any issues with this film. The only issue I really have is it's a little bit too long. And I think it's just because I've heard many Martin Luther King speeches over many years on this day. Or at least on the Martin Luther King holiday. I'm always hearing his speeches. I'm always hearing his stuff. And somehow I do kind of feel inspiration from that. But to be honest, half of this movie just feels like it's just another one of those movies where Martin Luther King is being acted by someone and he's doing more speeches. That's just all it is. Because I understand what's going on. I kind of wish that we got a Martin Luther King movie that actually took an interesting premise, like actually went through his life, what kind of tragic stuff happened, and I want to see that, how he grew up, but also a commentary on racism and what led him to having this dream. And I think I feel like we could have gotten a film like that instead of this and the march and everything. Because honestly, I don't really care about the marches. I like the way they portrayed it, but I would like to see a film about him and how he would be able to accomplish his dreams. But that's my review for Selma. Before I get my final score, be sure down below. What are your thoughts on Selma? Do you guys love it? Do you guys hate? What are between? What are your thoughts down in the comment section below? With that said, let's go ahead and get all my scores. Alright, so that's it for my scores. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All my social media stuff in the about section over there. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.